Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of our series Relationship. And in this, we will be talking about topics such as social scripts, common life scripts we follow, and managing differences in a relationship. Talking about social scripts. Social scripts are unwritten and unspoken social rules and norms which we generally tend to follow. Most people in a given community would be having some awareness regarding these scripts and may be following them unknowingly or knowingly. It is not compulsory to follow a given particular script, but yes, certain ones are more dominant and easily accessible. There are a number of common social scripts which people like to follow, and the most common of them are the one myth and the mind reading fantasy. Now, what is the one myth? It is the assumption that there is only one person out there for each one of us to be romantically involved with and spend the rest of their life. While it is convenient for those who subscribe for monogamous relationship, it is not likely always the case. You may fall in love with different people at different point of times. The second most common social script which people tend to follow is the mind reading fantasy. As it is clear in the name, it is an unrealistic expectation that your partner ought to know what you want or what you are thinking without you having to express it. While people who believe in this fantasy often play less proactive role in the relationship. This unrealistic expectation often leads to miscommunication and resentment, which further leads to differences in the relationship. You can now design your own personalized relationship script. And for that, you can create the basis by designing a game plan. A strong game plan will allow you to be more spontaneous in a relationship if that is what you want. So now let's know how to design a strong game plan. For designing a strong game plan, 3 dimensions are to be considered: who, where, and how. So let's begin step by step. Who do you want to be with? This is the first step. Consider it on the preferences such as physical appearance, social characteristics, and personality. You can add more preferences if you want. Now coming on to the second step, which is where. Pick a place which can bring out the best of yourself. This is really important. And after that, follow the implicit social scripts which can be based on your culture or your beliefs. Now comes the third step, which is how. This will include things like understanding your needs and your partner's needs effectively. Other things will be like building trust and implying signifying acts, and creating a negotiating base which will be required to continue meeting each other's needs effectively. Now let's talk about managing differences in a relationship. Well, the first step required in this is understanding what are the causes of the differences in a relationship. Well, if you have an understanding of what are the causes which are leading to differences in a relationship, this can be very helpful in deciding how to tackle them. One of the major causes behind differences in a relationship could be anger. Now, how to manage this? Angry confrontations can be very disastrous. You can do a number of things to avoid that situation. First, check your emotional state and the tone of voice which is going to emerge with it. If you are angry, bring yourself down first. Drink some water, take a few breaths, and find a distraction for a slight moment. Remember your partner's good qualities and gratitude. All these things help. Another important aspect of managing differences in a relationship is communication, as communication leads to a number of problems in a relationship. Well, communication is just a word but includes a number of aspects such as needs, trust, and signifying acts. Unmet needs often leads to differences in a relationship. Frequently, one or both the parties are unaware of their needs. Well, it is not only important to understand or express your needs, but it is really important to understand what your partner needs. So by effectively understanding what your partner's needs are, we can reduce differences in a relationship. And this could lead to development of trust, as trust is developed in part through understanding the other party. Another key element to receive during communication is signifying acts. They are really important. Signifying acts are behaviors or actions that can convey direct or indirect messages to your partner. Well, these actions can have different meaning in different cultures, so they should be analyzed and presented carefully. One very basic or simple example of this could be that every time you go to meet your partner, you take a flower just to tell them that you were thinking about them. We should learn to appreciate and recognize the differences. They are not always problems. Some differences can also act as opportunities. If you feel that the number of similarities are quite less as compared to the differences between you and your partner, what you can try is take your partner out and try to talk about the childhood experiences. This can increase the number of maximizing the similarities. Something else what you can do to reduce or manage the differences in a relationship is creating a win-win situation. That is creating a negotiating bench where you can decide upon a situation or agreement which can benefit both the parties. And if you feel the differences cannot be reduced or managed and you are in a toxic relationship, then do not tolerate. And I hope I was able to help you all a little bit. Thank you and see you all in the part 3 of our series Relationship. Till then, take care and be safe.